Okay, so this video will be quite long because I haven't posted anything in about 11 days. This is day 32 and the last video I did was for day 21, and that's because most of those days were short and had other like, each day was boring on its own, so I didn't bother uploading anything. So I'm going to upload lots of days in this because it's raining and I have nothing to do. So before I share all the clips and photos from the last 11 or 12 days, I'll give a very brief summary of where I went. So started off with this about 11 days ago, rushing to a bike store to fix some spokes on a bike. So just went north that day. Over the next 10 days, I basically kept going north towards Trondheim. I didn't actually go into Trondheim. Then I stayed in Orkanger, I think, one night. Then I spent the next week or so roughly going to the west, including spending a weekend in Kristiansand. Kristiansand is a bit of a bigger place, and I was quite lucky that the weather was very good. I spent 2 nights there, and so then I had a full day in the city. I didn't do much, but it was just nice to have to rest a bit in good weather and walk around the city and watch the end of the Tour de France. So now I'm just south of Kristiansand. Okay, so it's about 1 p.m. and it's raining quite heavily, as you can see. So today was already planning a rest day. My plan was to sit in front of a lake for a couple of hours, reading and eating and just relaxing after a few days of without any break really. But the rain is obviously meaning my rest is not as so enjoyable. But anyway, the good news is that after the next couple of hours, there should be no more rain and highish temperatures for at least the next week. So if that's true, then obviously I can't complain. Okay, so I'll camp here tonight, somewhere somewhere on the grass over there. For the last couple of hours, I was a bit stressed about finding a good place to camp. I was in a large kind of remote area that was quite flat, but too many insects. Anyway, this looks good. I didn't post a video yesterday. This is day 23, yeah, so I'll include at least one clip from yesterday, day 22, in this video. I'm going to go down and check what's in that building down there. I hope there's nobody living there, because I would like to light a fire, I think, just for fun. I'm guessing there's some wood I could steal from this building to make a fire. Actually, an update, I moved a little bit, only a few hundred meters, because I found this field that had lots of rocks, so it was easy to make this fireplace, and lots of deadish trees, easy to take some wood off. So I've decided to skip Trondheim. This afternoon I got quite close to Trondheim, but there's no particular reason for me to go there. So I decided to start going west immediately along the coast. So I'm still a few kilometers away from the coast, but yeah. So going west along the coast from Trondheim, along some islands or big peninsula, and then should make it to Trollstigen at some point, maybe a week from now or something. I think I'll camp down there, but I'm intrigued by this old electricity pylons, but they've been dismantled, I guess. And what's going on down here? Are they going to put in are they going to move it to these two things? So it's 10 p.m. at the end of day 24. I just set up this little clothesline. I went into a campsite about an hour ago, get some fresh water and hand wash some clothes in a sink, and tomorrow morning it should be quite warm, so with luck those clothes will be dry before I get up. So yeah, finally on the coast again. I decided to skip Trondheim and just go further west. The next milestone should be Trollstigen in a few days, but hopefully the islands and peninsulae between now and then will be good. The sun's about to set any minute now. The other thing is, yes, I started listening to more German language podcasts today. Just simple German. Yeah, there's lots to listen to in multiple. Well, normally I listen to a variety of English language podcasts, but it's a good opportunity to let some German sink in the background. And yeah, I'm scared I'll run out of normal podcasts, so I should mix it up with some boring German ones as well. So I managed to start at 7:20 this morning, start cycling, and I just stopped here at this little rest stop for a few minutes to get some breakfast. Okay, so it's about 11 a.m. That should be the Atlantic Ocean now. So that you can see a bit of land in the distance just under the bridge, but that's an island. And I think what I'm on now are just some peninsulae. So I'm assuming this is salt water already, but maybe it's still fresh water that's coming from inland. So it's about 5 p.m. now. I cycled from 7:20 to about midday today, and then, or maybe 1 o'clock, then had a long break, very long break. Now I'm going to find somewhere to sleep. And I spent about 3 hours, I think, this afternoon in my hammock watching the Tour de France and just generally listening to podcasts and so on. Yeah, so another rest day today, because my back is still feeling a little bit funny. Like it feels better today, but not perfect, so I'll take one more rest day. Anyway, I've set up my campsite. I'll watch the last hour or two of the Tour de France from my hammock. It's a little bit windy, but I don't think it's going to rain. Yeah, the skies are clear. At a campsite, so I was able to wash things properly and take a proper shower again. My first campsite on this trip. I've been to a few hotels, but first time at a campsite. So I'm going to take one of these little ferries now, just 25 minutes I believe. Okay, so I'm in Kristiansand, not to be confused with Kristiansand. In fact, it's you can see it written on there's a Hollywood sign over there. So I didn't do much in the city. I stayed here last night, and today I mostly stayed in, just resting. But it's a nice place to walk around. I'll go and get some dinner now. So I left Kristiansand this morning, and there's a tunnel I went through, but I had to take a taxi through the tunnel because you're not allowed to take bikes through the tunnel. And yeah, since on the other side of the tunnel it's been very nice, quite remote like this. Now I know you can see a dozen camper vans over there, but yeah, as I go along there are more wild places. Not sure where to camp tonight because I'm tempted to just camp there. It would be beautiful, but I'm going to guess it'll be windy, so maybe I can find some trees close to the water and get a bit of shelter beside the trees. Yeah, so it's 20 minutes past midnight here, and very bright. Now I think this video does exaggerate the brightness a little bit, but yeah, pretty good for, yeah, it's very bright.